What's up, you guys? It's Emmybre and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by to a very exciting video. This is one of my favorite videos to film all year long. It is time for my Fashion Nova Halloween costume haul. I have so many hot, amazing costumes to show you, so let's go ahead and dive right in, starting off with this iconic Shigo one. Just wait till you see the next costume, but this one is also a very sexy. I feel like this is such an iconic costume. So this one is made out of a super slick, typical costume fabric, so it is very stretchy. We have this neon green sort of metallic fabric, same amount of metallic in the black portions of the costume. True to the character, it has a high neck, and then this little belt just has Velcro in the back. This one also has a zipper going all the way up to help you get into it. So for any of you guys who are unfamiliar with this character, here is a picture of her. She's an icon, a legend. We love her. So I consider this like a 4-piece set. So we have the jumpsuit, we have the belt. It also came with these little glove covers. They have a little layer of foam in them, as well as a little thumb hole, so it gives some dimension to the costume itself. It also came with this little pouch that has Velcro on it. Definitely more so for the vibe than it is like practical. How iconic would this be for a best friend's costume? Like someone dresses up as Shigo and then you have Kim Possible. I feel like two iconic female characters would be chef's kiss. It would be amazing. I'm wearing fishnets underneath, but this is a full-length jumpsuit, so it hits me at my ankle. I feel like this costume would look so good with a pair of like high black boots. And this is the back, so it is very flattering, very curve-hugging. Fabric has a lot of stretch, so it just kind of hugs all of your curves. And with it being shiny, I feel like the reflections, it just looks, ooh, so good. It doesn't feel restricted at all, which I love. Although this costume is the most covered up out of all of these, I feel like it is just as sexy because it just shows off your curves. So it's sexy but still covered up, especially if you live in a place where it gets really cold on Halloween like I do. It's nice to have a costume that is just more fabric because no one likes to have a cute ass costume and have to put on a giant parka over top of it. So I'm really loving this costume. I feel like to complete the total look, I would have to get a wig. If you didn't want to do a wig, I feel like to complete this, you just have to do the iconic Shigo dual tone lip. I picked this costume up in a medium/large and I think it fits absolutely amazing. I've been wanting this costume for so long. But let's go ahead and dive into the rest of the costume. Next up, I have this super fun cowgirl outfit. This costume also came with this amazing hat, but it is so hard to wear because the crystals hang down right in front of my eyes. So if I did want to wear the hat, I would probably cut the crystals like this so I can see. Before I take off the hat, you can see that the crystals go all the way around. Crystal star in the middle, and it also has the same like denim pattern on it. So I think this costume was like a 5-piece set. So it came with the little long sleeve shawl, it came with the little string tie top, it came with the little denim briefs and the belt along with the strap that attaches to it. This costume is so extra in the best way possible. So the whole thing is made out of, I would consider it like that traditional like Halloween fabric, so it's definitely very stretchy. My camera might get a little confused with all of the moving crystals, but it has like a denim pattern on it. As for like the top, this is kind of just like a string bikini top. It is double lined and it has these rhinestone stars in the middle, so it just ties around my neck and also my back. You can see the little sleeves in the back kind of go up a little bit higher than where you would tie the bikini. And while I'm up here, I'll show you, this has like a real belt. Like this feels really good quality. It has a nice big belt buckle, and then these little hanging fringes just attach on the belt loops of the little shorts, briefs, whatever you want to call them. It also does have a fake denim seam in the middle. Y'all, I am just loving this one. I feel so confident in this one. It is just so sexy. So like I said, the bottoms are stretchy and they have that little like faux denim seam in the middle there. I will say that this seam is a little bit tight. My favorite way to fix that is just to pull on that seam a little bit until you hear like a couple little pops, and then it usually sort of softens that seam out. And this is the back, so definitely pretty cheeky. By picking the wedgie, you can kind of get a little bit more coverage, but obviously once you start walking, it's just gonna go right back up. But I always feel like with a pair of fishnets, you just get a little bit more coverage, but it is just so flattering. I really like that the fringes go all the way around. I'm not gonna lie, this one might be one of my front runners for this haul. Not only do I love like a cowboy Halloween vibe, I feel like it's so extra. It's giving drama, extravagance. I feel like this could be like a stage look for somebody, and the quality of this one's really nice. I picked this one up in a size large, and like I said, I think it fits amazing. I know sometimes Halloween costumes can like run really small, or at least I feel that way. Comment down below if you guys have noticed that the Halloween costumes just always are so tiny. So I'm really happy that I went with the size that I did. Overall, 10 out of 10. I'm obsessed with this one. Let's go ahead and try the next costume. If there's one thing I love for Halloween, it is a sexy version of an occupation, whether it be like a mailman, which leads me into this super sexy referee costume. This one is a 5-piece set. So it came with the hat. It has the brand's name on it. It also came with these fingerless gloves. We have the iconic striped top. We have black shorts and a belt. So this is the top here. Of course, my camera decided to die, so I digress. A play on the polo, so it does have a little collar up here, and then it has a little tiny pocket, which it would be cute to have a whistle in there. A singular button in the middle, but it's one of those snap buttons, similar to how the bottoms are, and it's made of, say it with me, Halloween stretch fabric. But I will say that this top is pretty tiny. If I were to wear this, if I were to wear, oh my God. Jeez. If I went to wear this out, I would definitely put like a little pin through my bra because there definitely is not enough support to go braless in this, at least for me. The top is stretchy though, so you can just throw it on over your head, or you could technically unsnap it. And these are the faux leather fingerless gloves. They just have a little bit of Velcro on there to get them on. As for the bottoms here, I feel like these are a cross between like a short and like a little brief. Instead of going straight across, they have a little bit of a higher hem when it gets towards your hips. So these shorts are made out of the exact same stretchy material. They have a button zipper closure, and then they also have stitching around it to make it look a little bit more like a trouser. And it has a belt that is made out of the exact same stretchy material. And this is the back, so I really love that these are real pockets. I think you could fit a total of like 4 pieces of gum in each of these little back pockets, but it adds some dimension to the costume, which I love. And it is very flattering on the booty. This costume would look really cute with those thigh-high black socks with like the white stripe, or vice versa, where it's a white sock with a little black stripe at the top. I feel like this costume is just so flattering on the figure. I feel like to complete this look, I would definitely get a whistle. It'd be so funny too if you got little flags and you could like blow the whistle and throw a flag down if someone does something funny. I feel like that'd be hilarious. My one if with this costume is the sizing to me is a little bit off, so I picked this one up in a size large/extra large. In my opinion, if it's more like a medium, especially in the top, this top is very tiny. Especially if you are more busty, make sure you are sizing up. It does have a lot of stretch, but it is very short, so definitely keep that in mind. But overall, I just feel really sexy in this costume. I feel like it's very flattering. It is also very comfortable, which I really love. Back in the day when you used to go to like Halloween Express, I fell in love with this super sexy referee costume. My mom never let me have it, which thank God, because I'm pretty sure I was in like junior high, but I wanted that costume so bad. So I feel like I'm finally living out my ref costume fantasy. So very excited about this one. Let's go ahead and try on the next look. Next up, I have this lady pirate costume. This one's actually pretty simplistic too. It just has the armbands, and then it came with this dress. So this dress has a faux corset vibe. So it just has these buttons and all of these details. We have a little white ruffle edge, some gold stitching underneath the bust, and some leather panels. So it gives the appearance of a corset. So the top has like a thin little sheet of foam, I think, to try and help it give a little bit of support. But I will say it does kind of bow out just a little bit. I wish there was like a little bit more support right there. So this is like a halter top, so it just ties around my neck. You can see in the back is pretty plain. It's just made out of a stretchy black Halloween fabric, and then you can see the tie on my neck. This is reminding me of like the Seinfeld episode, like the puffy shirt.
Could kind of like be the pirate comedian.
Yeah.
So this one has these gorgeous white sleeves. I'd have to refer back to the photo, but I just put them at my elbow. But I really love like a Renaissance-y sleeve, baby. So although it's simple to get on, there is quite a bit of details. We have this black suede feeling fabric in the front here, which has a white ruffle, and then we have a long white ruffle layer, and then it has some crinoline underneath. And crinoline is a very stiff fabric, often used in like a petticoat type of situation, so it does give you some more volume in the skirt. You could even add another one if you really wanted like a dramatic hip. There also is crinoline in the back as well, so it just gives you some more volume on the bottom. The black portion of the skirt also has these little pulls. You could create a little dramatic moment like that. Like a little bit, I feel like. A little something. Walk the deck, baby. There's something about dressing up that just like gives me a character, like low-key kind of feeling like Keira Knightley right now. So kind of love that. There you go. That is like a whole nother moment. One thing I do wish about this costume is that they carried the black just a little bit on the sides here, especially if you're a little hippie. I feel like you can see the white fabric just a little bit on the sides. The length of this is actually super nice. It's above the knee, but it's definitely not like a mini dress. Like overall, this one is another 10 out of 10 for me. Like I feel like to complete this look, I would do like a knee-high black boot, and then of course a pirate hat. I just really love this. I feel like on its own, it's not screaming pirate, like walk the deck, but I feel like you could accessorize in different ways. You could be like a bar maiden. Like I feel like there's just so many opportunities with this one. This costume up in a size medium, and like I said, I think it fits really well. This is definitely one of those where you do have a little bit of wiggle room. I'm really glad that I sized down with the medium. Usually I would always go with a size large for Halloween costumes because they're always so dang tiny, but I would say that this one is definitely very true to size. If you guys guys are in between sizes, this is definitely not one that you need to size up on. Next up, I probably have one of the most iconic costumes in movie history. Halloween is the one night a year that a girl can dress like a total slut
and no other girls can say anything about it.
So this outfit is pretty simplistic. It's pretty easy to put on. You just have the bodysuit, you have the bunny ears, then you have these tiny little fuzzy cuffs. It also came with a pair of sheer black tights, which I probably would have put on if A, I remembered, and B, I wasn't already wearing fishnet. But I definitely feel like the plain black sheer would definitely give you a little bit more coverage if that's what you're worried about. Aside from being an iconic costume, we have the black little strip down at the bottom. Again, it's made out of that super stretchy Halloween material, but it is like shiny, holographic. I definitely think I popped this seam because this is pretty tight on me. I am pretty busty. This is like a halter top, so it just ties around my back. And in the back, it just has a zipper that helps you get into it, and of course the little bunny tail. I also really love that the ears have wire in them, so you can kind of give them a little bit of a flop. This costume in the back definitely has not a lot of coverage, but it's just really flattering and super cute. I feel like if you did fishnets and then the added black sheer tights, you would definitely get a lot more coverage, or you could do opaque black tights. I'm always worried about that because it's always so cold here during Halloween. And then it has a pinned on little bunny tail in the back. I picked this one up in a medium large, and I think it fits really well besides the chest area, but there's nothing a little pin can't fix. Overall, I really love this one. I feel like this would be really flattering on a lot of body types. It fits you high up on the hips, so it is definitely very hip flattering. Overall, another 10 out of 10. I grew up watching Mean Girls, so like a lot of you, I'm guessing you grew up watching that movies. It is definitely just very nostalgic. Last but definitely not least, we have this firewoman costume, and this one is so hot, pun intended. This costume is a one-piece short sleeve romper, and then it has these suspenders that clip on to little triangle-shaped pieces of fabric on the front and the back, and they are adjustable, which is really nice. This one is also super easy to get into because it has a front zipper. It goes all the way down, so you can technically zip it up. If you wanted it even more, you could unzip it. This is made out of course, that stretchy Halloween fabric. It has these little pieces of metallic fabric. It's supposed to look like a high vis. The whole romper is black, and this fabric is so soft right here. I do not know why. Another little detail, it has this little fake patch right here on the arm. This one also came with this amazing hat. So this is a romper, so there are shorts at the bottom and the same exact really soft fabric. The red here is also piped on the bottom of the shorts. They do have little garter attachments if you did want to wear stockings. I mean, I feel like they look fine just chilling. You could also easily just cut them off. Although they are shorts, they still are pretty cheeky and very sexy. I'd say it's like yoga short length, if that makes sense. I just feel so sexy in this costume. You can kind of see I do get a little bit of gapping like right here because of the suspender. So I don't know if I can just like pin this. These little triangle areas here kind of push up this fabric. Honestly, I don't think it looks bad. Like I feel like it kind of gives the costume some more dimension. Surprisingly, this might be one of my front runners. It's super hot and flattering. It's comfortable. Overall, 10 out of 10. I am just living for this. You guys know I love a hat moment. I just really am loving this one. And I picked this costume up in a size medium large. Like I said, it's super stretchy, and I do like that it has the front zip. I feel like the medium large fits me perfectly. Overall, this one is definitely one of my front runners. So you guys have it. That is all of the costumes I picked up for 2024's Fashion Nova Halloween costume try-on, baby. Let me know down below if you guys already know what you're being for Halloween, or if you really liked one of these costumes. Like always, I will make sure to link all of these items down in the description box below, and I'll make sure to label it so you guys do not have to go searching. This video is coming out way before Halloween, so hopefully this helped you if you guys didn't know what you wanted to be for Halloween. I love Halloween. I love dressing up. I love the costumes and everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you love this video, and happy spooky season.